Good morning to one and all present over here. Today we'll be talking about CNN, which is basically convolutional neural networks, and what is actually we'll be discussing about what is actually CNN and what does its architecture compromise of, and what are its principles and what it aims to improve and what technology sector has it actually impacted, and we'll be understanding the use cases basically. So let's continue. So CNN is basically a part of deep learning, which is basically a part of machine learning, and it's very right now it's a very newly discovered area actually. It's discovered in modern times only, and a lot of research is going on in this. So a lot of new improvements, a lot of new clarity has been coming on this, and so basically what is CNN, right? So CNN, if you want to actually define CNN, is it's actually a deep model, a deep learning model. It's a very large deep learning model that is designed to specifically analyze visual data, right, which is basically data coming from images. And it could be you could use it in anything, like optical character recognition softwares, or you can use it in maybe cleaning some images, or it could be like an oil spill. You have an oil spill in the ocean, so to exactly analyze that data from satellite images, so that can be a very good use case of CNN. We'll be coming more into that, but yeah, that's the definition of CNN. It's basically a deep learning model designed specifically for image and visual representation of data, and CNN's powered various technologies including facial recognition, autonomous driving. So these all places where image is used, like camera is used, CNN comes into play, right? So CNN process illustrates how an image can be broken down into edges, into textures, into different pixels, patches. These are all like how CNN breaks different images, and they use a simple graphic or animation to visually explain the concepts of CNN. Automatic feature extraction. So no manual engineering is needed for this feature identification. You can just run the image in CNN's neural network, and it will start working on its own, and it will start breaking down different images into different parts, and efficient handling of image data. So it doesn't it reduces the computations that is required by traditional methods, like that's the main feature of actually CNN. And an example of CNN layers extracting features like edges and shapes. So if suppose you have maybe a pedestrian coming on the road, so the camera of the car will basically detect this pedestrian that is entering in the road, and will sort of make a an understanding, distinguishing between what is a road, or what is a clear road, and what is an obstacle on the road, and all that. So yeah, that's the basic difference of it. Yeah, and then you have like design tips. We'll come more into that. So these are the basic components of CNN, right? It has a lot of convolutional areas, the pooling areas, and these layers are like connected, right? And so they use a lot of functions called activation functions, and data. If you talk about the data flow example, um, it'll take an image, right, and it'll input an image in that this thing, and then it'll analyze it, and then it'll come out with its results. And it like, for example, you can use it even in distinguishing what is a cat, what is a dog, what is a banana, what is a this. And it all takes training, a lot of training, a lot of data, visual representation data, right? These layer wise representation of CNN architecture is provided to visualize this structure, right? So now coming to how CNNs work, they use convolution, right, which is detecting patterns and of the input images. Like if you take, for example, the oil spill case, I've worked on this project, oil spill project, and I was using CNN in that. Using MATLAB, right? So how does it work? So basically, you take the image, you different, different colors will be separated, or different patterns will be separated, or um, something irregular with the pixelating, that also will be separated, right? Then you have pooling, so you perform dimensionality to basically simplify data, right? And then you have classification, putting basically different textures, different patterns in different layers. Then you have visualization, which is side by side comparison of input, feature maps, and classification results. Then you have design tips, right, which is basically used has step number to to make the titles very clear, right? So what is the application of CNN? So you have computer vision, you have image recognition or object detection, demonstrating the power that basically demonstrates the power of CNN. Like you have an attendance system where basically a student's face must basically identically match to the database, the image stored in the database, and then the student will be registered as present. So this is what CNN does, right? So it interprets visual data. Then you can use it in even healthcare for identifying MRI analysis, like cancer detection, diagnosing many capabilities of advanced image processing. You can use it in automotive industry, where nowadays automation of cars is very important, like using their the self-driving cars having their perception systems. You can use it even in entertainment industry, for video tagging, improving content organization, and retrieval. A lot of applications of CNN. So okay, let's take a handwriting digital recognition as a project where basically what we'll do is we'll be training and testing different handwritings of various people, and we'll be categorizing that using con 2D and pooling 2D layers and construct a CNN model. And we have to basically we will achieve an over people have achieved an accuracy of over 99% in recognizing different handwriting patterns and digits, like if people, some people have a cursive writing of B, but it should recognize that it is a B basically. And even like with number 9, people should recognize it as number 9 and not like a different number, right? And then what will this do? This will help basically teachers or to understand, or basically suppose you're talking about a board exam, right? Well, thousands of people are writing exams, right? um, this basically this system would help analyze data on a large scale, and we could potentially create a software which can sort of correct papers automatically. And using these MN IST digits, we can sort of help differentiate and understand, and you can enhance the presentation by highlighting the process flow within the box. And then this is basically the tips, right? This is the tips, the tip part. So yeah, then what are the advantages of CNN? Has CNN has actually benefited a lot of people and a lot of advantages. Like how, like as I told you about the oil spill project, right, where you can basically differentiate between different what is the textures in the ocean water and oil, because oil it floats on the surface of this thing. So you can understand the different patterns, or the oil is like a different color. It could be a black color oil, or it could be a blue color oil, or it could be some little bit different color from the color of the ocean, and you can differentiate that, and then you can go and this can go and alert the navy, and they can go and sort of clear the oil spill and save the ecology of that particular area, right? So what are the challenges of CNN? So there are a lot of challenges actually of CNN due to the need of large data sets and high computational cost and resource intensive training processes. So CNN application is can only be done by like large scale application can only be done by companies, not by individuals, because it takes a lot of investments. But you can actually, nowadays people are going towards the cloud application of CNN. So people can use a CNN for a minimal cost and can train their data sets. So yeah, so this is basically the advantages of CNN. And then what are the future scopes in CNN? So in future scopes is basically in medical diagnostics is very big sector, where CNN is going to be very big help for medical professionals who are using technology. And then IoT integration, using in cutting edge AI applications, like maybe medicine prescription or something like that. Then applications in VR and AR are very important. Virtual reality or augmented reality can help. You can help CN can help these applications of AR and VR. Lightweight models, development of lightweight models specifically developed for mobile devices, right? Like, you can use games and you can use in different applications in your mobile, or you can do projection of data. Basically, this is the summary of CNN, and I really hope you like the presentation. And CNN will definitely be more modernized and more advanced. And since every time CNN is updating itself, right, by learning different, but because people are feeding different data sets into CNN. And really feel that CNN can be a good technology for developing different sectors, because now visual representation has become a very important sort of sector in the market. And my company, I'm a full stack developer, and I'm using CNN for different applications. Like, my company is an oil and gas company, so we are seeing where oil spills can happen, or where different issues caused by energy companies. How can basically we sort of reduce the impact on the environment? So CNN is a very important tool that has been used over there. Thank you for the watching and going through my video presentation. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye.